Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So in general, market started some upward action recently, based mostly on the statistics report. So you can see the strong action not only on the gold but also on the forex market as well, but in the opposite direction. Anyway, fortunately, the deep retracement that we have discussed recently, that market theoretically could drop to the XOP on the intraday chart, hasn't happened, and market actually turns to the upside right from the predefined 1830 support areas, the confluence area. And now we're start thinking about the upward continuation, because in general, if we take a look at the 10-year yields, here is also with this recent upward action, the same statistics. You could see that mostly the top of the right arm is ready. Maybe market could flirt slightly higher with these tops and maybe even reaching with the, here as you can see, 3 even areas of 618 resistance, but probably market stands at the point where the hand short starts to work, if of course it will not fail, which we hope will not happen. But anyway, passion here is mostly ready, and probably within today or maybe tomorrow sessions soon we should get some progress if we suggest the downward action. So the same should happen on the gold. So market should start showing upward continuation based on this A, B, C bottom D pattern. So as we said, now a longer term analysis that market before the possible downward continuation could show a bit deeper retracement. Actually, the same setups we currently could see on the euro currency, on the Great British pound, so on a lot of markets. That's actually the reason, guys, why I every time when we are dealing with the entry process, I always recommend the splitting of the position as a most simple way to take the entry on the market. Just because if you are sure in the general context, you have no doubts that market in general should follow this direction, but you have some doubts where to take position, how to take the position, makes it sense to take position or not, just split your position in the two parts. So for example, yesterday was a bit tricky moments, just because when we have discussed this performance here on the lower time frame on the hourly chart, recall what we said here. We do not have any bullish patterns, and indeed we haven't got anything, nothing reversal had been formed here, but statistics has been released and market jumped up. So sometimes you can't sometimes the reversal happens without any patterns, and it lets you to miss the entry by the tactical questions, not because you have the doubts in some strategical performance that you doubt on the context in general on the direction, but it is really a bit upsetting that you're losing the chance to take the position when you are sure with the direction. Well, and that's why I always talk about the possible splitting on the position. So take here, for instance, 25-30% of your position, just see what will happen. So currently, as you can see, market is bouncing up right from the predefined level. So we discussed it recently. This nicely looking thrusting action. Here, actually, we have the card triple to buy here. And now, by taking a look at the hourly chart, here's trend also turns bullish. That was, by the way, by the Jod Napoli Minesweeper A tactics for entry. So it's upward action. This was first retracement. That's by the Jod Napoli Minesweeper, was a point for taking the position. But since it has happened later, currently we could discuss the way using of the Jod Napoli Minesweeper B when you're watching for a confluence entry around the confluence support, or maybe even this area you could use. So it suggests mostly the same approach, but you're taking the position when you have the two legs of upward action already. Market now is struggling with this trend line that initially has been broken down. Probably here we also could find some resistance from this top to this bottom. It's probably maybe some fib level also stand. If market starts the pullback, you could consider, for example, 1843 area for potential position taking. We're placing stop, for instance, right below this 618 level or below these lows. So both way are acceptable. So for positioning yourself for the upward action, because with the performance of the other markets and cross-market analysis, the upward action should start probably right from here. So market should not drop below this area already. It could show some retracement inside of it, but this probably will be some major swing currently for upward extension. And it makes no sense to place stops, for example, somewhere below this area, for instance. You could place it either right there or even tighter, depending on your risk management and your assets value on your account and where you to enter into trading time frame. So in lower time frames, you could place tighter stops, for instance. So that's the approach that we could consider right now and see what will happen with the gold market. Because as we said, as in the Forex market on the 10-year yield, the overall background is mostly ready to start the extension. The one, as usual, hazard exists is that just the pattern fails. But if it starts work properly, gold market also should keep going higher.